And I think diving into that, I've seen something recently that I think needs to be addressed within our community, within the equal and shared parenting community. And it's something I actually saw on Monday. So I was in court telephonically on Monday with a client, and we're sitting there on the phone. We are waiting for our case to be heard, and the case just prior to ours, the father was actually granted full legal and physical custody, and the mother was not happy about that. It's a situation where she's claiming that, not unlike many individuals who are watching this show, uh, claiming that the father had been withholding the child from her for a period of several years. And she was clearly knowledgeable of the law. She clearly done her research. And she went on about a 5 minute rant about all the federal lawsuits she was going to file, how she demanded the judge recuse themselves, um, and all these different things. I'm going to file a RICO lawsuit against you. And this judge, very kind, very even-handed judge, one of my favorite judges to be in front of, just simply asks her why her arguments she's making right now matter. And he was getting at the point that they don't. And I've seen an uptick recently. I think social media has spurned some of this, of many fathers going, just burn the bridges, throw everything out there, and start threatening judges, start threatening evaluators that they're going to sue them, that they're going to do this, they're going to do that. It's at the end of the day, that's not an effective way for you to be successful in court. Not saying you're not right. I'm not saying it's not justified. But what I'm saying is that attacking individuals in the system, no matter how right you may be, it's only going to harm your individual case. And I talk on here a lot. I think there are three prongs to movement, to creating change. Obviously, it's going to be legislatively. I'm a strong believer that there are going to be some lawsuits at the federal level that get through that, and there have been some that are creating change. But that third prong is dads need to be successful right now. And so at this point in time, we kind of have to play the game. You have to give yourself the best chance, the best odds at a positive outcome. And diving in and going fire and brimstone, telling the judge you're going to file federal lawsuits and RICO and demanding every judge in front of you recuse themselves, a lot of times is going to harm your case that's directly in front of you. And although you may say, hey, big picture, long run, it may help the cause, probably not. I think that in a lot of senses, if you are going to be doing that type of stuff, I know several individuals that are, you don't necessarily need to tell the judge you're in front of right now. Just go file your case. There's absolutely no reason why you need to do that and make the spectacle that it is. So that's just something I've seen, and I think there are some people on social media that are egging it on, urging it. It's just not effective. And I had a conversation with my client after we got done with our hearing that morning, and our conversation circled around how crazy she sounded, how unhinged she sounded. Her words accomplished nothing, but the way she acted definitely left an impression on the judge. So when you're going into court, especially when you're a pro se litigant and you're trying to have the judge hear you out, I know it can be a struggle at times to have the judge truly hear you out. You have to you have to really bear down and focus on what's at hand in that moment. Because when you get off topic, when you go on rants, you're probably going to lose the judge's attention, and they're probably going to lose their patience. Not saying it's fair, not saying it's right, but so I think some individuals now are losing sight of having success and maximizing their relationship with their children over being what they believe is principled when they go into court. So just something I've seen, saw it firsthand this week. I've seen an increase of it on social media, And a lot of times it also plays into the history of this movement. It's moved into the mainstream, but the history of this movement was very fringe and was painted as an angry dad's movement. And we don't want to go backwards. The father's rights movement, social medias, the biggest segment of growth are the women. Becoming more welcoming to them. I've had guests on that have talked about statistics, and there's an increasing number of women who are losing their relationships with their children, even though they're fit, willing, and able, due to the way the system operates. And we're going to need that coalition. We're going to need those individuals to make change in the other 48 states.